Happy Thanksgiving weekend, everybody. So I got a few more videos to go ahead and show. I have an 0-2. I have a loss, so here we go, unfortunately. Alright, so I like the hand. I mean, it looks really good with the Thoughtseize. I got the bridge, and it looks like I should be able to get the mana. Turns out I'm playing against Cruel Control. Hey look, it paused on the Thoughtseize for me. So opponent has Ultimatum, Cryptic, Inquisition, and Terminate. And you know, the cliffs, shores, and steam vents. And yeah, I grabbed the Inquisition so that I can try to make sure that bridge stays out. And at this point, I'm trying to see what I can do about keeping him off of Inquisition mana, really, and turn on my Mox Opal. Yeah, it looks like opponent was trying to build up to that mana, and so I went ahead and I milled and go ahead and take out that Jace while I'm at it. I don't have to worry about this next Jace either because I have another Abrupt Decay. Opponent does get that Inquisition off and takes out my my bridge, unfortunately. I wait for my opponent to try to play out the Jace so I can Abrupt Decay that. It might have been correct to Abrupt Decay at the end of the turn, but I wasn't sure. So it's kind of difficult here because I'm trying to do two things at once: keep him off of relevant spells and keep him off of mana for Cruel Ultimatum. It might have been correct just to let the Cruel Ultimatum go off and risk that he draws 3 cards, because apparently he runs a lot of lands, so drawing 3 land isn't much of a deal. And I could have just surgicaled whatever he tried to get back from his graveyard with the Inquisition anyways. Or, sorry, with the, not Inquisition, with the Ultimatum. And I'm going to lose here, because my opponent's going to untap, swing with Snapcaster, and then Ultimatum for the win. So, rough times. I did go ahead and, the reason I did that surgical at the end there is because I wanted a good look at my opponent's library. Because I figure if I can cut my opponent off of mana with like Pithing Needles, then it should really kill his chances of getting the Ultimatum off when he wants it. So again, I like the hand. I have some artifact, stuff to save my artifacts. I have Needle to try to shut down their mana base if I can, and I like the Ghost Quarter to try to disrupt the mana base some, and it's all around seems pretty good. So I'm going for it. And I see 2 Terminates, and I write down right here, I got 2 Terminates, a Thief, Vents, Crypt, and Cliffs. And it turns that Thief ends up pretty much winning in the game. Notice I do not have blue mana here for the Academy Ruins. That would have been great if I did, but no such luck. And I'm getting really unlucky with my gold color bells here. Notion Thief is really going to start doing some damage to me. I was able to shut off the Snapcasters, so that's not bad at all. I go ahead and remove all the Cryptics, because that's the biggest threat that I know of. And really, if you look there, the only big threats he's got are the Cruels and the Rakdos Return, if I can land a bridge. So there's my blue mana. Yes. So I don't know if I played this correctly, so I Ghost Quarter his land, and I try to get that bridge at the end of his turn. And this is where I might have made the mistake. It might have been correct actually to play the bridge See, it would have saved me if I played the bridge, because then I would have taken one less damage, and then this turn I would have been able to play out Lantern and Decay on the Snapcaster. So, yeah, I lost this to a misplay, unfortunately. So there's my 0-2.